today we'll start the third chapter in the research, that is research and problem solving. Okay, introduction. We'll start with the introduction. Research is considered to be the more formal, systematic and intensive process of carrying a scientific method of analysis for purpose of discovery and development of an organized body of knowledge. What is research? It is considered to be a more formal means it is an official manner, and systematic means step by step process, and intense means proper process. We should take example in ICU, intense care unit. What you will do, will be observing the patients very carefully, like that only here also intense process. We should carefully do this process of carrying on a scientific method of analysis, where the scientific method of analysis is done for purpose of discovery. Discovery means to discover the new things or to create the new things, and development of an organized body. Organized body means which is properly arranged. That body we are developing, organized body of knowledge. And problem solving may be an formal application of problem identification. What is the problem solving? It may be an formal means official way of application of problem identification, hypothesis formulation, observation, analysis and conclusion. This is the definition of problem solving. It is an formal application of problem identification. Hypothesis formulation means forming the hypothesis and observing that problem and analysis, and then giving the conclusion to that problem. This is the definition of the problem solving. Okay, and problem solving approach is meaningful development, sequential and based on the discovery of generalizations. What is a problem solving? It is an approach. Problem solving approach is meaningful. Approaching means asking. Problem solving approach means asking is meaningful. It is meaningful. It is not a meaningless work. It is a meaningful work. And development, sequential means sequence. What is the first, what is the second step, what is the next step to be taken? That is known as sequential. And based on the discovery of generalizations will be done. And coming to the next, research essentially is problem solving process. In research, it is essentially a problem solving process. It starts with the problem, where the process will be going to be solved with the problem, and then there will be a conclusion given. Research essentially is a problem solving process, a systematic, intensive study, clear study directed towards full scientific knowledge of the subject studied. What are the subject we are going to study through research? We will be scientifically knowledge of the subject study, and study directed towards full. It should be fully studying. Okay. And major approaches in problem solving. What are the approaches in problem solving? First one is inductive approach, second one deductive approach, third one analytic approach, and fourth one is the synthetic approach. There are the four approaches in the problem solving. Through this it will be through these four approaches the problem solving can be done. And coming to the steps in the problem solving method. First one is discovering, considering, discussing, selecting and Stating stating the specific problem. What is the first step of problem solving? First we'll discover the problem, then we'll consider that as a problem, then we'll discuss regarding that. After the discussion, selecting and stating the specific problem, selecting what is the specific problem in it, we'll select it, and then it will be specifying the problem or question. This is the first step. And coming to the second step, it is specifying the relevance of background facts and theories. What are the background facts and theories related to it? We will specify relevance. Next, third step is collecting, organizing, comparing and judging. Third step is collecting. We'll collect all the information, then we'll organize it in a proper manner, then compare with the other research, and judging significant information. What is the correct information? That will be judged in the light of defined problem. And then exploring, the fourth one is exploring the problem and framing some possible solution. Exploring problem means we are exploring out or telling out the problem and framing some possible question. That is, what are the data collected that will be framed. And next is analyzing and interpreting and synthesis of collection of facts. Analyzing means we are analyzing it, this may happen, or interpreting, we don't know the correct answer but we are guessing, that is known as analyzing or interpreting. And synthesis of collection. Synthesis means producing of collection of facts. And sixth one is observation and evaluate of outcomes of action. Observation and evaluate of outcomes of action. And the last one is considering the summarization. Summary means the whole research or the problem solving process, summarizing that, considering with the summarization. After giving the summarization, then it will be considered with the possibilities of further study. Okay. Then according to John Dewey, 7 steps of scientific method of problem solving. Steps in problem solving method we have discussed generally. Now according to the author John Dewey, he has created 7 steps of scientific method of problem solving that we'll discuss now. Okay. First one is recognizing the problem. We'll recognize where is the problem arising and what is the problem arising. And in that problem, selecting and stating the specific problem. We'll select the specific problem. Okay. We'll select the specific problem. Next, defining the problem. Defining the problem means saying the problem. To state exactly what is the problem, that is identifying the problem in definite terms. In definite terms, the problem will be identified. And third step is collecting relevant information data. Collecting relevant information data means from all possible sources that have bearing on the problem, appropriate tools are gathered, books and magazines, all the data are collected related to that information. And formulation of hypothesis or possible solutions. One tries to think of various possibilities for the solution of one's own problem in the light of the information and his own experiences. Like thinking about the what is the solutions possible, like what are the possible solution, what will be the, we are not coming to the conclusion that this is only the solution, but what all the possibilities there, that solution will be formulating. And evaluation of the hypothesis for possible solution. Evaluating means seeing whether it is correct or not, whether it is in a proper manner or not, that we are evaluating. We put into practice the course of action, that solution will put in the practice means practical way in action. We have chosen all as the most appropriate and verifying its rightness. Evaluation means verifying its rightness by the results or conclusion. Then next step is verification, validate of the derived conclusion. Validate means till when it is validated, how many dates it will be validated or out of date. Validate the derived conclusion is tested by employing them in a solution of various similar problem, like validating by testing the solution in various similar problem, like we are taking the similar problem related to the problem and verifying the or testing that solution. And next, seventh step is choosing another action if necessary. Choosing another action is necessary if unsuccessful. Choosing another action if unsuccessful. If it is not successful, then we'll choose another action. If another action is necessary, you will have to return to your test of possible solution and choose again. We should again go to the test of possible solution, like we'll go here and we'll test it again. We should go to the fourth step back and do the test. Okay, here you can see the problem solving procedure. First, define, test, analyze, compare, and again define what, when, where we should test, then how we should analyze, then why it is done, then compare, and what next we should do. After doing all this, we'll reach our goal. Okay, this is the problem solving process. First is define, then is test, then analyze, then compare, then go to the conclusion, that is goal. Okay, this is the 7 steps according to Ms.Vidya.V to solve the problem. Okay.